incredible. Just like, what a transformation.
Bend your ear for this powerful moment from the Avatar Brave the Elements podcast.
Featuring our guest,
Jack De Sena.
So Sokka's made it to Piandau's castle, where he finds out that Piandau turns away nearly everyone who ever tries to come and study with him. And apparently Sokka should have brought a gift to prove his worth. But he's confronted with Piandau's disinterest. And basically, he asks Sokka to impress him. And Sokka explains that while he has traveled the whole world, he's not really sure he is worthy of Piandau's mentorship.
It's a great answer.
Yeah. Yeah. Humility.
Humble Sokka.
Yeah.
What?
Humble Sokka.
Yeah. Sometimes not at all. Sometimes way too much,
When
as
it
we see in
counts.
this episode. That humility does impress Piandau. It decides he will take Sokka on as a student. And by the way, this is maybe a good point to say. Piandau is voiced by Robert Patrick, who
I did not know that.
yes, he's in a
crazy.
million very recognizable things. T2, Terminator.
I see him. I've hung out with him at cons, and he's
Oh,
always
yeah?
cool because he's like always in like denim.
Yeah.
Top, bottom, always matching.
Like a
'cause
motorcycle
he owns a Harley
jacket.
Davidson shop. I talked to him about motorcycles because I ride
Nice.
motorcycles. So I talked to him about certain things.
But you
I didn't
never
know.
made the Avatar connection.
I didn't know. I have something to tell him next time. Hey, man.
Yeah.
Hey,
Some of the like
remember
wild
me?
card people who are at cons that we'll be at sometimes who have voiced stuff in Avatar. It's like Mick Foley. Hello, you don't.
Oh, Mick
I
Foley.
don't know.
Yeah.
Do you
Why
remember
now? He's
this?
the boulder. I know he's the boulder.
Yeah.
He definitely remembers that. Yeah, I
Right.
would be afraid to bring that up to Robert Patrick. I feel I'm
gonna bring it up to him.
You bring it up to him.
I'm gonna go Piandau. Huh?
Huh?
Yeah.
Not doing anything for you?
Piandau.
Yeah.
You recognize this character as Sifu Kisu.
I said Sifu Kisu. Do you know Sifu Kisu? He's a friend of mine.
Clearly
That's right.
character design, right?
He's not
Is
a
that
bender, but he's
confirmed
a good
anywhere?
guy.
That's definitely like
Yes. 100%.
Okay, so Sokka's getting his first lesson about thinking of the sword as a really long, sharp arm, an extension of his body. Meanwhile, the rest of the gang is off trying to come up with something to do, and they're really noticing the lack of planning, the lack of fantastic jokes, everything that's sort of missing while Sokka's gone, which I love. I think, like, thematically, this is, like, one of the cooler things about this episode, the idea of, like, this is an episode about Sokka trying to see like self-worth and see what he like brings to the table. The idea that like, oh, the people around you can see it in your absence. They know it. They can feel it. They might be much better at spotting, you know, your perceived worth than you are because you're in this like messed up headspace where you can't see it in yourself.
Well said.
Guess what? Zuko's not in this episode, and no one said nothing. How about that? Can we just?
Wow, yeah.
I don't want to sidetrack too much. I just want to throw it out there. You know,
There's not a bunch of people sitting around going like the whole day seems less, I don't know, moody. So then we go to the prison where Iroh, he's evolved now. He's doing pull-ups. He's hanging from the top of his cell with his legs. It's just so cool. Everything in this episode is so
He's
cool.
doing a lot
All
of
the
stuff.
Iroh
We don't
stuff
even
is
know
so
how
rad.
it's going. He has a lot of inner stories going on just to himself. He understands the Fire Nation like no one else. That's all I know. And
this is at once both like an Iroh we've never seen before, but
We don't
also
know.
like this is kind of the Dragon of the West, maybe.
This is the
could
Dragon of
be.
the West. I mean, people are playing checkers, and this guy's not even playing chess. He's playing Pai Sho. He's on another level of the
Touche.
game.
So Iroh's sort of his own trainer, getting himself whipped into shape, while Sokka is getting trained by Piandau. He learns he's not great at calligraphy, but he figures out his own way to do it.
Yes, he does.
He does.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
He gets some sparring matches with the butler. Not great, but trying to figure out his own way to do it. Got to paint a waterfall landscape. Not great, as you'd expect. Figuring out his own way to do it. But we know, how this is going.
Adds a rainbow. Adds a rainbow in there.
That's right.
The sun has a little smiley
Very
face.
upbeat.
I mean, it's got
Very
some character
upbeat.
to it.
Yeah.
He's got a style.
So it's definitely an Avatarverse take on the classic master training to the hubristic student montage, and a huge nod goes to all kinds of martial arts movies and shows we know that Mike and Brian love growing up. And so Master Piandau tries to school him in rock gardening to manipulate his surroundings and use them to his advantage. But that just leads Sokka to creating what actually looks like a pretty comfy kind of like lounge chair with some cushion and everything. I like
a moss snuggie. It's nice.
Yes.
And yet the next time Sokka fights his sparring partner, he does really well. Speaking of doing really well, we head to Iroh's cell, only to find him doing push-ups until a guard comes by, and then Iroh resumes his crazy old man routine. As we keep going back to Iroh, and I think it's all in one day. I mean, he's doing a lot for one day. He's doing
but
a lot.
It also, like, I think we perceive it as like, oh, he goes from not in shape to in unbelievable shape, but actually it's just like, oh, this is
what he's
been doing the whole
routine.
time.
He's just hiding it. Yeah. And
Yes.
most
it's
of
more
us,
of a reveal. Yeah.
Most people work out for like an hour in the day. I mean, Uncle Iroh's working out all day long.
He's got time.
All day long.
He's got time.
So, and at prison workout, he's doing pretty good stuff.
Yeah.
Over at Camp Avatar, now everyone continues to feel Sokka's absence as bad map reading is happening and bad jokes are abound. Do our friends really miss us that much when we're not around? I don't know. I think about that like, we missed Dante today. I don't know. Then we're back with the man himself, and we hear Piandao say to Sokka that he had a great first day of training.
You've had a good first day of training.
I have? But I thought I messed up every single thing we worked on.
You messed things up in a very special way. You are ready for a real sword.
Are you giving me one of yours?
No.
Much to his surprise, much to my surprise, much to I think everyone's surprise realizing this was the day. Are you tired of boring, inconvenient day-to-day responsibilities like having to sign your own name on stuff? Do you wish there was an easier, much messier way to leave your mark? Then you need Sokka's Face Ink. Sokka's Face Ink lets you skip past uptight formalities and show the world you see things a little differently. Plus, you get all the health benefits of having pen ink all over your face, whatever those are. Sokka's Face Ink. It only takes seconds to apply. May stain skin permanently. Not recommended for people under the age of 120.
Okay, so we find out that Sokka's going to be getting a sword.
A sword.
So Piandao continues his teachings even as Sokka is learning how to make his own sword. It is awesome. This is like a high level reality show that I would totally watch.
Yeah.
I would totally watch someone learning how to make the sword that they're going to be fighting. It's amazing.
I didn't know you get to make your own sword. It's great.
Yeah, the level of detail it gets into when we like eventually get to him actually making the sword, that he's like working a bellows and like shoveling coal. It's just like so much more specific feeling than I feel like many shows like this would do. Would be like, and then you get to make a sword.
It's
cool
in the water.
Sword reveal. Yeah,
it's in the water.
Because it's about seeing the effort and seeing what he has to go through to get this thing, that he really has to earn it. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. But he can't do any of that yet, right? Because he has a material that he wants to use, but it is back with the gang. When he comes back there, they are over the moon spirit to see him. It's just something I'm trying out, Jack. I'm just trying out the expression.
I mean,
over the moon
sad.
spirit.
Really tough to hear,
I'm
but
so
it's
sorry.
lovely.
Super
I mean,
sad.
there's something beautiful there.
It's bring a little bit of Yue back
Yeah.
to every moment with us.
It is rough, buddy, every time I hear it.
I know,
but
I'm
it's
sorry.
nice.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said it, but they are over the moon spirit. Even Toph is excited. Toph blushes and pretends not to be excited.
Little Toph Sokka shipping there. Little Toph Sokka shipping moments happening there.
Yeah, the blush.
The blush.
It's very sweet. It's very sweet. Sokka explains that he needs the team's help to retrieve this metal that he has in mind for the sword. And, of course, he means the meteor.
Great tie into the beginning of the show. I was impressed.
Yes. Yeah,
great tie, and I was like,
I kind of forgot
a meteor
about the
out of
meteor.
nowhere for no reason.
Yeah.
But then, the sword. Okay, great.
Yeah. Iroh, meanwhile, is becoming, again, this just very serious contender. If he wants to enroll in any MMA events, he's like going to win. He's in great shape.
Who's taking
now.
down that giant barrel chest?
My uncle is stacked. He's got the old man strength now. Old man strength. He'd probably run through the wall if he wanted to.
It's fantastic. It's fantastic. Sokka, Toph, and Aang and Katara have rolled the meteor all the way up to Piandao's castle, and then we do see that kind of montage that you guys were talking about, the very detailed montage where you're seeing the melting down, the sort of smelting, the bellows. I'm just going to use words that
These
I
are
think
great words.
have
I don't know.
something to
Like
do with
priming,
metallurgy, galvanizing. Is that a thing?
Yeah, galvanizing.
There's
Yeah,
words.
that sounds right.
There's priming or like
Great.
making it stronger.
Soldering.
Soldering. For sure, that's a word.
Maybe?
For sure, that's a word.
Thank you.
Stealing the still.
Stealing.
Tempering. A sword word.
Tempering.
That's a sword word.
Tempering.
It is happening.
All that
he
metal
is
stuff.
making his sword. It's beautiful. It's a very cool process. Finally, they're done, and Piandao presents Sokka with his sword. This beautiful speech about how great he is. What a perfect moment, right? No, Sokka refuses
Why?
the sword.
Sokka,
Jack,
why?
Because he hasn't been honest.
Why?
Because he hasn't been
Help.
honest. He knows his true self hasn't fully earned this yet because he was lying. So he confesses to Piandao in front of his friends. He hasn't been totally honest. He's from the Water
Why?
Tribe. He's from the Water Tribe. Uh-oh. This does not seem good. Piandao pulls out his sword. They're facing off, swords drawn. But before we get to see what happens, we instead cut back to the prison. We hear that surly guard one more time, continuing to insult Uncle Iroh. Talks a bunch of trash, just not a nice guy. And Iroh leaves. He leaves Iroh with like a statement of like, look what you've become. And then we get to look at what he's become. We get the full reveal of super buff, super barrel-chested Iroh. Incredible. Just like what a transformation.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. But what about Sokka in a sword fight? We go back. He's definitely holding his own against Piandao. He's using all of the creativity that we've seen him express through all these other tasks. We're seeing the like Sokka inventiveness during this fight. He's not going to fight him straight up. He's going to use the terrain. He's going to slice through the bamboo forest and try to whip him in the face with some bamboo.
Yeah.
He's jumping all over the place. He kicks sand in Piandao's face. Piandao's now like fighting with his eyes closed. Sokka's on the ground. Piandao's got the sword at the ready. But it turns out Piandao has no intention of hurting his disciple. Certainly not hurting the Avatar, who he's realized is there the whole time. Piandao knew all along. So why did he do this? Why did he take on Sokka? Why would he train someone from the Water Tribe?
The way of the sword doesn't belong to any one nation. Knowledge of the arts belongs to us all. Sokka, you must continue your training on your own. If you stay on this path, I know that one day you will become an even greater master than I am.
Bend your ear for ad-free episodes with Avatar Braving the Elements Premium.
Subscribe today on Apple Podcasts.